Hey there, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be sharing some low effort meals with you. We had a really busy week last week, so I made these 3 meals, which actually ended up lasting us more like 5 days, so it was perfect. And these are just such great options to avoid getting fast food because I really hate getting fast food. I don't know about you, but these really did save me from having to do that. First up, we're making these rotisserie chicken quesadillas. I just grabbed this garlic and herb rotisserie chicken from my local Fry's, which if you have a Kroger around, it's basically a Kroger. I'm gonna go ahead and pull off as much chicken as I possibly can from this little thing, and then I'm just going to add it straight over into this big bowl I have off to the side. Like I said, I grabbed the garlic and herb chicken this time, just because I knew that would go really good with my buffalo chicken quesadillas. So whichever sauce you're planning on using, try to match that up with whichever kind of rotisserie chicken you're getting, because they do have different flavors and that will affect the taste. I'm using this buffalo here. I also got this from Fry's as well. I'm going to use about a 1/4 cup of this and then just a little bit of my favorite ranch dressing, which happens to also come from Fry's as well, about 2 tablespoons, and then a handful, which was probably close to a 1/2 cup to 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. I believe it was mild cheddar. And then I'm also going to just throw in this little bit of extra mozzarella I had in the refrigerator that really needed to get used up. Now I'm just going to mix this up until it's well combined. Next, I have these tortillas. These are lower carb tortillas, but you do not have to use low carb tortillas, just my preference. I'm gonna fill these up with this buffalo chicken and cheese mixture and then fold it over, press down so it all sticks together, and I'm transferring it straight over to a hot skillet. I just added a little bit of olive oil spray in there to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom. And I do want to say, if you're making a lot of these at one time, you can use a griddle. That is a great option, but since it's just me and my husband here, I didn't really feel it was necessary tonight to pull out the griddle. Like I said, I was trying to make this a quick and easy meal. It was getting late, and pulling out the griddle, setting it up, and then having to wash it later was just an extra step. You will just cook these quesadillas until both sides are this nice golden brown color. Here is my finished quesadilla at the end. I just dipped mine in some sour cream on this night. We had a lot of these though, so it went a couple nights for us. Something else I want to mention, you do not have to use buffalo sauce. You could replace the buffalo sauce with any of your favorite sauces, barbecue, teriyaki, anything you want really. Even just ranch, you could just use your ranch in there, throw some bacon bits in. You can make these so easy, so quick, and it's a dinner for your family on the table. Next up, we're making some easy chicken wraps. These, again, you can customize these in so many ways. I'm using these crispy strips from Foster Farms. They are from Fry's. They were humongous, so I could only fit 3 in my air fryer at a time. I did cook those on 390 for about 8 to 10 minutes. Once the chicken's done, you can just add it right into your tortilla whole, just like this. Add some cheese of your choice. Tonight we were just using some mild cheddar. I added some shredded lettuce over mine and drizzled it with ranch. This is what my finished plate looked like. I just made some fries to go along with these. And like I said, you can make these any way you want to. You can even toss your chicken strip in your specific sauce that you want to use, or any of your favorite toppings. Make this your own. To finish off the week, I made a bunch of subs. I made pizza subs, and I also made a BLT sub for myself because those are my all-time favorites. I went ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and while that was preheating, I got some bacon started up in a skillet. This is going to be for the BLT. Here are all of my sub buns. I didn't realize that my husband had actually ate one the day before. He made a sandwich with it. So I only had 5 here, which was fine. I just sprayed those down with a little bit of olive oil spray and then sprinkled them lightly with some garlic powder, oregano. And then those went in the oven for about 5 to 6 minutes just to make sure that the bread was a little bit crispy so that my pizza sauce would not make them soggy. And if you noticed, I did not add any seasonings to one of the buns that's going to be my BLT sub. Once they come out of the oven, I'm just going to cover 4 of these with some pizza sauce. You can definitely add extra seasonings on top of the pizza sauce if you want to. Honestly, I didn't really think it was necessary, but if you want to add some extra flavor and amp it up a little bit, you can do that as well. I freshly shredded a mozzarella block. That's why there is one piece that's a little bit big. It always gets stuck in the side and never shreds. I'm going to add this to all 4 of my pizza subs, and make sure you add a lot because when you have a pizza sub, you want it to have lots of toppings inside. Next, I'm going to start adding my pepperoni. I chose to use some turkey pepperoni in these. I prefer to use turkey pepperoni because it's a lot less greasy, and I do not like when the grease soaks into the bun. So I'm just going to add tons of pepperonis all over top of those. Here is my bacon. I'm now going to just add that to my last sub bun over here in the corner. And since I'm just making one, I'm gonna add all the bacon on there so none of it goes to waste. I don't normally add cheese to my BLT, but I was just feeling like it today, so I went ahead and just added some more mozzarella cheese on top of there. To top off my pizza subs, I'm sprinkling them with a little bit of red pepper flakes, but that is definitely optional. Those went in the oven for about 8 to 10 more minutes until all the cheese had melted, the pepperoni started to crisp up, and my bread, of course, was crispy as well. For my BLT sub, I'm just pulling it aside so I can add on the mayonnaise. I love a lot of mayonnaise on there. And then I also sliced up a little bit of aroma tomato, added that on with some shredded lettuce. And then this was my BLT sub, which was so amazing. Here is the pizza sub. I wish I would have done another layer of cheese and pepperoni on these. The buns were a little thicker than I thought, but they were still really great. And then next is my BLT sub, all done and cut in half here. I do want to tell you that we did not eat all of these in one day. I did wrap the extras in foil and put those in the fridge to eat on the following days. If you made it to the end, I would love if you left me a little flower emoji down in the comments. And I thank you so much for being here today. I know today's video was nothing extraordinary, but it was real life meals that we had last week. And last week was a busy week, and sometimes this is what dinner looks like. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you back here on Wednesday.